Last week, I really didn't do much to the 40-gallon aquarium. I was just kind of letting it sit and just do its thing. And also, I went on vacation for a couple days, so I just didn't really have time to do anything with it. The euphilia that I added a couple weeks ago are all doing great, but today I wanted to add some coral that would give a little bit of color to this tank. So I'm going to be adding some acans, and then I also have a Goniapora that I'm going to add to this tank. Now, if you don't know this already, it's really easy to affix coral to your rockwork inside your tank. All you need is super glue. Specifically, you need the gel type of super glue. You can just apply the glue to the coral skeleton or to the frag plug that the coral came on, and then you can just attach that straight to the rockwork. Depending on the placement, you might have to hold it there for a second just to let the super glue attach to the rock. I really like acan corals. They're a really easy coral to keep. There's not much that you really need to do to them. I typically feed them reefroids every now and then, and I actually fragged these probably about 2 or 3 months ago, and they already have some new heads growing on them. So that's the other nice thing about acan corals is they're not a super slow grower like some other corals are. And a lot of the time you can find red acans, which is pretty cool because a lot of corals aren't red, so it's nice to have some color variation in your tank. Now, the other coral that I'm going to add is a Goniapora. Now, this coral is kind of hard to keep, and at one point of time, this coral was almost considered impossible to keep by many. As the hobby has progressed, people have had more and more success with Goniapora, and they're no longer considered almost impossible to keep. And I think that a lot of that has to do with the fact that more people use things like amino acids and trace elements. I use both of those things and I haven't had a problem keeping Goniapora. Now, that Goniapora was closed up because I just moved it, but this is what they look like when they're nice and open, and they're a really beautiful coral. This is the color that I actually put into the aquarium just now. If you want to keep watching the progression of this 40-gallon aquarium, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. But, anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.